Good morning. Aloha Friday. This is Carumby Davis of Carumby Realty International, and I wanted to welcome Chad to our program again this morning. And before we introduce Chad again, we will be talking about lifestyles and lifestyle businesses. And I saw a quote the other day from Mae West, the famous actress from many years ago. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. So we're going to introduce you to some new fun things to do today. And you probably heard at Carumby Realty, our motto has always been high tech, high care, and high service. Well, while we enjoy helping clients build wealth and their desired lifestyles through lifestyle, we find that it's more than just a number of bedrooms or architecture style of the home, but they really are purchasing a home for their lifestyle that they want to live. And that's the part about it. Why I've been in the business over 32 years now. It's so interesting to help people live that lifestyle that they've envisioned. And another passion is actually finding people like Chad who have lifestyle businesses. And of course, Chad talked about, he has an electronics company called Pueo Audio, where he puts incredible home audio in people's homes. And today he's going to talk about his new company, which is called PCB Luxury Rentals Hawaii and the Luxury Motorsport Experience. So Chad, on that note, tell me a bit about the company and why did you decide to start the company?
Sure, Caron. Well, good morning again. It's Friday, thankfully. It all started with the track. We're involved with Circuit Hawaii, which is a private track coming out in 2023 out in Kapolei. And our whole model of that was to provide a luxury motorsports experience on and off the track. So obviously for on the track needs to be built. So we're working on that, and that's going to be expected in 2023. So right now we're focusing on off the racetrack stuff, and that includes rental cars. So we have PCB Luxury Rentals Hawaii, and we provide a luxury catered service for the people of Hawaii for renting cars and having those experiences. It's not so much of just a car to get around. It's about the full package. For instance, when people ask us to rent a car, we normally ask, well, what do they plan to do? Are you just going to drive around the island, or maybe that? And that way we can custom cater the correct vehicle for them. And of course, customer service is all the way, from picking them up, dropping the car off, picking up the car, anything they need, we provide. In terms of cars, I'm a very diehard car enthusiast, and we selected our fleet to specifically cater to not just car enthusiasts, but also to cater to, like you said, like lifestyle, right? So we focus on luxury stuff. We have all the way from Jaguars to Range Rovers, of course, Porsche. I love Porsche. So we have Porsche Macan SUVs, we got Porsche Cayman sports cars, and then of course we also have a Ferrari as well, which is a drop top convertible. So we just provide a full gamut of services, and we work closely with the Kahala Hotel as well to help out with their clients, whatever they need to do while they're here.
And, with regards, because we're having you on because Father's Day is, coming around here in a few weeks, and we wanted to introduce this concept for, people out there. Maybe you want to get a luxury sports car for an experience for your dad for the day. Different idea, putting ideas out there. And what kind, let's put the pictures of the cars that you have, and do you keep them in one, are they at the Kahala Hotel, or where do you normally keep the cars?
It just depends on where. They usually go back and forth between our shop out in Salt Lake area as well as Kahala Hotel. So if you go into the Kahala Hotel, when you enter in, there's a big veranda, like a turnaround with all the cars. Normally see the cars on the right, just outside of the parking garage where the valley goes in and out. So you'll normally see cars staged there. It's either staged there, or it's, of course, it's being rented out. You might see it on the road, or it'll be located in our shop. So it kind of goes back and forth depending on if it's being rented or if it's not being rented, or we clean it, or we just service it. So it kind of goes everywhere. But a best place to catch an eye on it is definitely at Kahala Hotel. Just drive in and right outside the parking garage where the valley goes in and out. It's usually right there.
Nice. And
So
let's have a look at the few of the other cars up here we'll put on our screen here. And
sure.
then you were mentioning too that you're actually shipping a car over to Kauai for a month or something.
Yes. We have some VIP clients that are coming over to Hawaii, so we are looking into shipping a couple of the cars that they need, because as you know, the outer islands are very, very tight in rent-a-car availability.
Yes.
Yeah. So looking at the pictures you're showing, those are the two Porsche Caymans. The black one is a Cayman S, and then the jade green one is a Cayman GTS. They provide an amazing drive. It's mid-engine, and Porsche is just Porsche. You know, you just have to drive it once and you'll fully understand. It's something about the mid-engine handling that just you can't get. Most cars are front-engined, so to have something that has something in the mid-engine, especially from Porsche, is, I mean, you'll feel the difference. It's
beautiful.
The car kind of rotates around you. Yeah.
Nice.
Turn like that. Everything is improved based on that. Going back to your Father's Day thing, yeah. So we are going to run a promo for people who are listening in. So they just have to mention and call in and just mention Live with Caron, and
Yes.
we'll be happy to honor a 20% off the daily rate of the vehicle that they want to rent. And we'll run it from June to July, because Father's Day is in June, but there's always people before and people after. So as long as they can book it in June and July, then we can honor that. Yeah.
It's really interesting, Chad, because oftentimes, of course, I don't think everyone goes, wow, when you see a really cool car out there on the road or parked somewhere. It always gets people's attention, and this is really an opportunity for someone to take a day and they could save up for the experience and really put themselves in that car and think, well, do I want one of these one days? And it actually provides people motivation in life to do well, I believe. To really touch it, feel it, if this is something that they want down the road for themselves.
Definitely. Having this company has allowed me to drive a lot of these cars, and especially even the Jaguar and the Range Rovers, which I've never really driven before. And normally I'm just used to, the cars I've had before was just pretty much Volkswagen and Porsche and Ferrari. But having these cars, it's made me realize that there's a lot of different categories, and my days are pretty stressful, but I don't know. I love this Porsche Macan that I'm sitting in right now. Even the Range Rover, I think compact or mid-size SUV is probably the best daily drivable vehicle. And having something from a Porsche or Range Rover, something more luxury, not only is it comfortable to sit in, but it's also a nice place to be. A lot of times in Hawaii, we're sitting in traffic, or I'm sure you're like me, where every time we're driving, we're on a conference call or we're talking, and or sometimes we're sitting in a parking lot eating lunch, or sometimes or sometimes answering emails, in a parking lot waiting for the next job. And it's such a nice place to be. It's quiet, yet it's still fun to drive. It makes a good sound. It handles very well, and it looks nice too. A lot of these SUVs, especially from Porsche and Range Rover, have air suspension that lowers the car. So we always have it in the lower boat, and it just sits really nicely. So when you're walking towards the car, it looks nice. It has a premium feel, a premium look, and it's just great.
I can see it. I can see the passion you have, and it's so wonderful to hear about the whole client experience, picking them up and really, just making an event for the client. It's just not about getting in the car and driving. It's a whole event.
Correct. We do have specialty vehicles, but what we're focusing on is the full experience, right? It's not just you need a car to get around, right? We want them to not have to worry about a thing, right? They come in, everything's taken care of. That's the last thing that, even for people like us, we live these busy lives. That's the last thing we want to worry about as well. We don't want to, let's say, fly into a different place and worry about, okay, now I have to go find a car. Okay, now I have to figure out, well, when can I rent it? Where do I pick it up from? How do I get there? What time? What time not to? Then worry about, well, when do I have to return it by? And do I have to drop it off? How am I going to write back? So everything's taken care of, right?
Very
so
nice.
they need a car, or they need another experience. because we're also offering private yacht charters, and we're also getting into private jets transportation as
wow.
well,
Oh, really?
providing a one-stop shop for our clients and guests. And this is just off the track, right? So once the track opens, we're going to provide the same service, but on the with dedicated stripped out race cars, with our driving instructors, and they get to spend the whole day with us. So something similar, but on the track, and we're just focusing on off the track right now.
Nice. Well, it's thank you for bringing this to our marketplace. I think it's something that's going to do extremely well. How's the bookings been so far?
It's pretty full. That's why I said June and July, because I don't know. And, but again, it's not about the cars. It's just about our service. And
nice.
if anyone was interested, they can go to our website, which I'm sure you post a link. There's a little message for the request. But another thing they could also do is call, and the phone number is on there, but they can contact my manager, which is 808-726-0960.
Right, and we'll put something out there too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, next week we have a surprise for everybody. Chad, with his technology know-how and his cars, he's actually going to be putting me in one of these cars next week, and we're going to go live on Friday. So I look forward to seeing everyone next week, but it'll definitely, reach out to Chad's company, say Live with Caron on Fridays. He'll honor the 20% discount for June and July. And on that note, Chad, I'm going to take, we have photos every week, and I'll share those photos with you today in our audience. And of course, the official beginning of summer, we've all been feeling it, and plumerias are back, beautiful different flowers blooming right now. And of course, people are really going to the beach. I'm so glad vaccinations come in. There's a lot of people at the beach again, and it seems like we're opening up even more next week. And summer travel, I think the schools are out between this week and next week, and people are actually starting to think of traveling to the mainland, residents of Hawaii. So that'll be right there. And canoes and summer fun. I mean, people are really, I feel it in the air that people really just want to get out. They've been in their houses for a year and just live again. What do you feel, Chad? I'm feeling that in the air right now.
Definitely. And that's why the tourism is just rapidly coming back. I mean, everyone wants to get out again, and what better place than Hawaii?
I know.
It's a gorgeous place to live. I mean, we're all spoiled here.
Very much spoiled. And then, of course, what we have to remember this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and a time to remember and honor the men and women who've made the ultimate sacrifice for our country, and, taking a moment aside to honor those people. But everyone, happy Memorial Day. Chad, thank you. It's always great having you, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks, Caron.
Okay, take care. Bye.